right, this is why the industry is terrified of what J. Cole just did. Because, you know, J. Cole just dropped the album 24 songs, and he was talking that real shit in there, that real perspective / world shit, seeing the world from a different point of view. Maybe this is what the video is about, maybe not. But we're gonna see why
J.Cole just dropped
they're upset.
his long-awaited album, The Fall Off, and it feels like he's playing a completely different game than the rest of the music industry. A lot of his fans have been waiting for this album for what feels like a decade, but now that it's finally here in 2026, people are talking about more than just the music and the way he's actually moving. See, most artists at his level do exactly what every artist does. They follow a specific script of flashy promos and building hype around their social media just to stay relevant. But Cole basically ignored all of that and started doing things that on paper should have ruined his career, but for some reason, it's having the opposite effect. While the experts and the big music outlets are trying to control the story, Cole is quietly proving that the old rules don't apply to him anymore. This shows that there is a huge gap right now between what the industry wants him to be and who he actually is. It's creating this weird tension where the people in charge are starting to realize they might not have as much power as they thought. So it's worth looking at how this whole release actually started, because the way he put this album out definitely has more of a deeper meaning to it than what people thought. The way this actually started goes back way further than most people realize. J. Cole had been teasing the name The Fall Off for basically 8 years.
Damn. 8 years. I never even knew of The Fall Off. That I didn't even know the Fall Off was a thing until that one Drake song. I think it's called First Shooter or something, him and Drake, and then he said The Fall Off in there. That's the first time I've heard that song. And that song was probably like what, 5? No, it's not that long ago. Let's say between 3 and 5 years. That song is very old, bro. And that's the first time I heard of the Fall Off. But
all the way back
8 years though? 8 years?
Back to when he dropped KOD in 2018. It became this legendary thing in rap, an album everyone knew was coming, but nobody knew when. Then, on January 14th, 2026, he finally stopped the guessing games and put out this cinematic trailer that officially confirmed the title and set the date for February 6th. It wasn't just a basic announcement though. At the exact same time, he dropped a single called Disc 2 Track 2, which people started calling The Fall Off is Inevitable. That one song changed the whole energy because it hinted that this wasn't just a regular album, but a massive double disc project. As soon as the album dropped though, the internet basically split in two. On one side, you had the hardcore fans who were calling it his best work since 2014, Forest Hills Drive.
Fucking time. This is a fire record. I like about fucking time, bro.
But it just goes to show his pen. It just goes to show.
Yeah, like I don't listen to a lot of J. Cole, but I can say now that I'm on this wave of reacting, his music is actually kind of like, that shit is crazy. Hearing this nigga like switch up the flows and shit, like some crazy ass flow that you never would expect to come out of where he started, or like the perspective behind a song, or how he can paint a perfect picture while storytelling, or how he can, bro. That shit was amazing, bro. There's 24 songs and it took me 3 hours to react to that shit. 3 hours milking every single verse out of that shit, bro. That shit was crazy, bro. And I don't even listen to, you know what I'm saying, J. Cole. I listen to J. Cole, but I don't listen to his, like, I'm not a hardcore fan to the point where I have like all of his old albums, and you know what I'm saying? I only have like probably like 4 or 5 songs on my Apple Music, but that shit was still good though.
This is when J. Cole truly feels the type of way, when it's personal, when it's raw. And man,
this dude is a good ass reactor.
People were really connecting with the emotional depth of the project, especially with it being a double album that looks at his life at 2 different stages. For a lot of listeners, it felt like the perfect way to end his career because it was so personal and didn't rely on big radio-friendly hits. But it's actually kind of funny when you look at how the professional music critics reacted to this album.
What's up, Pop? I heard that record that you did that just dropped. This fuck my bitch for check instead of escalating.
I can't even hear that.
Yeah,
I was.
What? Wait, what happened?
Instead of escalating.
I can't even hear that.
Yeah, I was hoping you turned that off. Yeah, I don't want to hear. I can't listen to it. I don't want to hear this shit. I feel like by now he said everything that he wanted to say and needed to say, and we could have closed this album and been off to the race.
You'd think
What happened though? What's wrong with that song? They was expecting like battle mode or something. They was expecting some like different shit. I feel like if you was still expecting that shit, I feel like, bro, like it's still a great perspective type of album. Anyways, like following a story. You don't have to be like, oh, I hope that he's rapping his heart out battle mode, but then you get some soft, subtle shit, but he's still spitting. I feel like that's hand in hand. It's still, you know what I'm saying? It's not a bad song. Like, damn, bro, damn, Pops, damn,
guy
Mom.
like J.cole, who's been a staple in the
Damn.
game for over a decade,
That shit
would
was
get at
fire.
least some respect for his final project. But instead, big outlets like Pitchfork and The Guardian basically tried to trash it. Some of these ratings were surprisingly low, with Pitchfork giving it a 5.3 and others hovering around that same 5.5 out of 10 mark. They used words like bloated or sleepy and acted like the album was a disappointment before it.
Wait, what did I say? Hold on. After listening to the fall off, I finally found peace. When I die, I want J.Cole to lower me into my grave so he can let me down one last time. Oh my. This nigga says so he can let me down one last time. Come on, gang. You ain't had to do that, bro. Damn, Ash. You ain't had to do that.
Disappointment before it even had a chance.
Honestly, like 4 songs are good off the album. The majority of it is Cole trying to sound good singing wise. Like, bro should have just had Aries singing all the shit he was trying to sing. Future, bruh, the album was great. What are you talking about? Honestly, like 4 songs are, bro. It was 24 songs. At least 15 of them bitches was good, bro. I feel like people like this that can't understand what he was trying to do. All right, he had like 3 singing songs up there that I did not like, only because of the fact of it was too long, it was too singy, and it was something that I wouldn't play, right? But it's not about like, bro, this bro, I don't know what they're trying to get out of this nigga, bro. Like he did what he wanted to do, and it sounded good. There's 24 songs. There was a lot of breakdowns. There was flows in there that was crazy. There was hooks in there that was crazy. Perspective in there that was crazy. There was storytelling in there that was crazy. There was, bro, the one with when Future was sitting outside smoking and people are dying back and forth, and he's like, I don't know what's going on. You know, I'm just smoking my weed. Da da da. Bro, that was crazy. The intro was crazy. It was like a whole bunch of black people sitting down having a good time at a cookout, and all you hear was bah. All you hear was bah 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 bah. And that was the intro to the album. Crazy. Everything was crazy. So I don't know what the hell puzzle-headed tooth 581 gotta say to this shit. And you probably listen to shit. I don't know. Who do you think
Disappointment before it even
really listen to and be like, oh my god, this shit is hard. It gotta be somebody like shit, like goddamn Blueface or something. It gotta be somebody like Blueface. Gotta be his. Yeah, there you go. You know, Miles. It got to. It has
had
to
a
be.
chance
Has
to
to be.
breathe. It felt
Has to
like
be.
the industry was trying to give Cole a rotten egg rating just because he didn't
It has
follow
to be,
their
bro.
usual hype and drama script.
See?
But here's the part where the industry starts to look really out of touch. Despite all those mid-reviews and the experts telling us it wasn't that good, the fans completely ignored them. The first week numbers just hit, and Cole dominated. He moved over 290,000 units in the first week alone, which is enough to
Damn.
land him straight at the #1 spot on the charts. It's one of the biggest debuts of 2026, and he did it while being dragged by the very people who are supposed to be the gatekeepers of what's good. When you actually get into the album, you
Wow.
realize The Fall Off is a massive project. It's got 24 tracks in total, which is a lot.
So I was at work, right? And I didn't notice this while I was, recording the album. So I guess 29 intro is all the ages. Like this is when he was 29, and everything underneath that's like his perspective on a 29-year-old J.Cole. You know what I'm saying? That's his perspective. And then this 39 is when, he's 39. I don't know how old he is now, maybe 40, 39, whatever, but this is another perspective. His perspective has changed. Now, that's why it says 39 intro, and then everything underneath that is everything when he's 39. I didn't get that. I didn't get that concept yet because I always wondered like, why does it say 39 intro? You know, why does he have 2 intros? But bro at work told me, he came up to me, he was like, bro, that's the reason why it's 29 and that's the reason why it's 39. I'm like, oh shit. Oh, I didn't know that. That should make it even more thoughtful. You know what I'm saying? So fuck what everybody else saying, J.Cole. How you progressed? Yeah, gang. It's more than just, this is art. This is thought about. You know what I'm saying? 29 intro, 39 intro, and it's all on one. You know what I'm saying? All on one album. It's all thought about, bro. It's all thought about. And then for people to bash this shit, like this nigga didn't wait 8 years to drop this shit, and then the niggas that's supposed to say it's good because they have a good ear say it's bad. I don't understand. I don't understand.
For 2026,
I don't understand.
But it's split into 2 halves. The whole vibe is very personal and introspective. It's not an album full of club hits or radio songs. Instead, it feels like Cole is just talking to you. The first half is more aggressive and hungry, reflecting on his life when he was younger and still trying to prove himself. The second half is much more soulful and calm, showing a man who has finally found some peace after all the years of fame. Most of the tracks are deep and full of emotion. For example, there's a song called Safety that's basically built around a voicemail from a friend back home.
Safety was amazing.
Talking about loss and how life in his hometown has changed. Then you have I Love Her Again, where he treats hip-hop like an old girlfriend he's trying to win back. He even...
Yes. Safety. Oh, that's what that meant? Oh, that song, I Love Her Again? I thought that he was talking about a real actual female. Because he was saying like, oh, shit. See, that's where I call creativity. Because I'm thinking it's an actual female, but that's where he's talking about hip-hop on a personal level.
Has changed. Then you have I Love Her Again, where he treats hip-hop like an old girlfriend he's trying to win back. He even has a track called What If, where he raps from the perspective of Biggie and Tupac, imagining them finally
that's what it was! Okay, we're understanding now. We're understanding a lot more now. Cause we was on here and we was like, J.Cole met Tupac? He was in the bed. I'm like, that don't make sense because they wouldn't even be in the same timeline. Tupac was alive like what, 20 years before J.Cole? And I was like, what the hell is going on? But now we're unlocking things. J.Cole might be one of the deepest artists out, bro. When it comes to art wise, him, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm on this wave of NF. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more people out there, but NF, I think NF is a lot. I don't want to put it I don't want to put it wrong, but what I've listened to so far in NF, from how he starts from where he's at, he's on that level too of creativity. I'm not gonna lie, these niggas take this music art shit serious to the T. Like, this is them. Like, this is all they know. Like, niggas would make a song and put it out, and then it wouldn't be a lot of thought behind it. But like, I guess what makes longevity and makes the importance of music to you is when you like actually make it an art form. You know what I'm saying? That's where you last. NF is a little too underrated. NF is amazing, bro. I only listen to a couple of his songs, but that nigga is amazing, bro. People be slandering his type of music though. I don't get it. I don't get it.
The way J.Cole handled this rollout is probably the biggest middle finger to the modern music industry we've seen in years. Usually, when a rapper this big drops their final project, you see it everywhere. Massive billboards, expensive release parties in Vegas, and labels forcing every song onto a viral TikTok playlist. But Cole did the exact opposite. He kicked off what he called the Trunk Sale Tour 26. Instead of staying behind a velvet rope, he was physically pulling up at gas stations and college campuses in places like Greensboro and Atlanta, opening his trunk and selling copies of The Fall Off by hand. It
That
wasn't
shit was
just a
hard.
marketing stunt either. He actually brought out his original Honda Civic, the same one he was driving back in 2007 before anyone knew his name. He even put a brand new engine in it just to make sure it could handle the trip. There was no massive stage or security team pushing people
Just like
back.
how people would do
It was just
coming up.
Cole standing by his car, signing CDs, and talking to
I seen so many videos of this nigga. Like people are posting him and he's pulling up in his Honda, sitting on the hood. He's telling people to calm down, bro. Yeah, this nigga's different, bro.
students like he was a local
This
artist
is
trying to
where
move
like
his first 100 units. He
you know what I'm
even
saying?
invited some lucky fans
some
to hop
calm
in the
shit,
passenger seat of the Civic to
Cole
listen
want
to
to
the
live
new
a life like not. I don't want to live a life like Cole. Obviously, that's his life, and I got my own life. But in a perspective way, how he makes it seem like it's very peaceful and it's not that dramatic. I would love that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you up, you're supposed to strive for peace. And I feel like J.Cole is at that peaceful stage where he's not caring about money, he's not caring about flashy shit, he's not caring about certain things. You know what I'm saying? It's just like his soul is at peace. And I feel like that's where everybody needs to like grind towards, bro.
tracks while they drove
Being
around.
this
Move is a
peaceful being.
huge deal because it completely bypasses the way the industry works now. Labels want everything to be digital and automated because it's easier to control, but Cole went back to that hand-to-hand energy of the mixtape era. By selling his music for $1 and looking people in the eye, he proved that his career isn't a byproduct of some corporate algorithm.
Facts.
It's a direct connection with his fans that he's been building for 20 years. While other stars are fighting for billboard space, Cole was at a dining hall at St. John's University, signing autographs and proving that you don't need $1 million budget to have the biggest impact in the world. He went back to the very beginning to show that even at his peak, he never really left the streets. And also, even though everyone is calling the fall off his retirement album, it's not exactly the end of the road for Cole. He's been pretty clear that while he's done making J.Cole albums, he's not done with music. In a recent Q&A, he actually said his real passion right now is in producing. He wants to go back to his roots, being behind the boards, making beats, and helping other...
Can I say this real quick? Just like, it's crazy. It's crazy thinking about it because you would think his passion is actually music if he did it for 20 damn years. You know what I'm saying? You would think that's his real passion. But like sometimes you need a platform, and I feel like to level up in life as being a being, like, all right, let's say it like this, right? Say that you really enjoy, let's use this as an example. Didn't he produce before? I'm not sure though. I'm not sure. But the fact of him saying music is not even his real passion and he did it for 20 years, I feel like that still uplifted him in a way where his life needed to be like producer wise. Because let's say that YouTube is not my passion, right? And shit, selling tomatoes at Walmart is my passion, right? The worst examples I could have picked, but I can use YouTube to build that platforms. Like I can use YouTube to build that platform of loyalty, and enjoy doing it, and then I can pursue something else because what I've learned inside of YouTube will be exactly what I need to learn for when I go into another hobby or another, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a win-win in a way. Cause he did it for a very long time. I'm pretty sure he enjoyed music. He got really good at it. He rapped, he understood flows, he can switch up melody, he can switch everything. He done mastered this craft that he's in, but like you said, that's not his true passion. He wants to produce. So now you can take that creativity in writing and go produce something and put that same creativity in that and make something even better and level up even more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's that's what life is all about. It's supposed to just level up, like leveling up your character. Life is not supposed to just like sit around. I feel like life is just supposed to level up, like be better within yourself, find something that you want to do everything that you want to do, and just level up. You know what I'm saying?
Behind the boards,
it's literally a
making
game.
beats, and helping other artists build their own
He said trying on new attributes
and projects. It's kind of a full circle moment because when he first started, he used to call himself therapist and was obsessed with production before he ever became a superstar rapper. So while he might be stepping away from the mic and the spotlight, he's basically setting himself up to be a permanent fixture in the background of the industry.
I'm so dead ass, bro. Life is a game and you just need to level up. Like, That's what it is. It's supposed to be steps to this shit.
Smart move because it allows him to stay creative and keep making money without the headache of being a celebrity. He's proving that you don't have to be the face of the brand to be the one in control. Cole isn't really retiring, he's just graduating to the next level where he can make the music he loves on his own terms. So while he might be stepping away from the mic and the spotlight, he's basically setting himself up to be a permanent fixture in the background of the industry. He's proving that you don't have to be the face of the brand to be the one in control. Cole isn't really retiring, he's just graduating to the next level where he can make the music he loves on his own terms.
Oh, that's very powerful. Being able to do what you want to do and not forced is probably the best way to live life. Best way. Dang, imagine waking up in the morning and was all right, let's say like this, right? Let's read your comments first, and then I'm gonna go on. But there really is on the unlimited level with unlimited possibilities. Facts. It's impossible to be good at absolutely everything in one life unless you want to. Yes, it's impossible, right? So mastery comes from like 2 things or 3 things you can get really good at, but it's steps to being. It's steps. You can't be good. You have to pick 3 things. Life is literally a game. Life is literally a video game. It's like when you first jump off into Elden Ring, and then you pick your character and you want to be like a warrior, and you get a sword and you go out, and then you have to find graces and you have to find bosses to defeat, and then they give you ruins, and then you use that ruins to upgrade your character, and then you find clothes. It's literally like that. Like, you knock something out and you go forward. You keep knocking out shit, go forward. And that's how you level up in life, bro. But I was saying, living like you're on your own terms and still doing what you love, and people still fucking with you on your own term, is probably the best way to live life. Because when you start like feeling pressured to drop something or feeling pressured to do something, it will feel like a job. You know what I'm saying? It will feel like a job until you find that peace within it or find that peace outside of it. And then if you want to find that peace outside of it, just like J.Cole, he wants to be a producer. I'm pretty sure music felt like a job to him. He got the best he could be inside of music. Therefore, he had to drop all the time. He had to drop new stuff. He had to keep that longevity alive. So then he's just quietly going underneath the radar. He just want to chill. So then he's just going to producer, where he can do things on that creative level that he learned inside of music, but on his own term without being rushed. So he just waking up in the morning. I just feel like making a beat today. Oh, I just feel like doing this today. Oh, I just feel like doing this today. Whenever he feels like it. And I feel like that's the best way to live life, gang. The best way. You know what I'm saying? The difference between games and real life is that in IRL, you only have one life. Facts. In video games, you have multiple. You can speed run video games, but you can't speed run life. And I like that you said that, because that differentiate the winners from losers in real life. You know what I'm saying? In video games, you can die 100 times, and then you can figure out shit like that fast. In life, you can't die 100 times. Just like you said, you can't die 100 times. You can't even speed run it. You just have to trust the process, stay down, stay consistent in that process, and then in due time, you will see. You will see it. You will. It's a proven fact. The door will open and you will see it. You will be on that level. You will be on that frequency where shit is just gonna come to you, and then you have no choice but to put it back out and level up. It's shit, bro. Bro, time equals improvement. Yes, XRT. Smart nigga, bro. Yes, bro.
He can make the music he loves on his own terms.
Yes. Very, very good. I know we got on a ramble at the end of that, but that was a good video, though. J.Cole definitely deserved that. He did this shit as long as he did. He did exactly what he needed to do to be what he needed to be in the future. You know what I'm saying? He's 40. I'm pretty sure he just wanted to make things on his own term and just relax. You know, he did it. I feel like that's what life is. You know, you're not supposed to work for 100 years, and then it's shit is deeper, bro. Yeah, bro, shit is deeper. Shit, I feel like a philosopher. Hey, bro, you might be. XRT, you might be.